This video will describe how to unzip zip folders. Zip folders are not unique to GIS data. They are used for a variety of computer file formats, data types, data sets, you name it. And the functionality of zip files is that of compression. It takes the data, the original data, and it compresses it so that way it takes up less space when it comes to memory. But also, in the process of zipping up a file, it's a nice way to bundle up data so that way it can be transferred in a more efficient way from one location to another. Now with GIS data, considering just how unique it is in terms of the various files that make up featured data sets or raster or whatever else is associated with GIS data, you'll see that if you pull one component away from a data set, it could have a very bad day. So if you're going to want to move GIS data from point A to point B, put it on the internet, share it with somebody else, it is much more efficient to zip it up. But also when you've got a Mondo-sized GIS data set and you want to store it on your computer, why not compress it? So, why not do this to all GIS data? Well, here's a scenario that you might run into. You're going to download data from some site and you're going to open up ArcMap and you're going to want to suddenly start working with it. And you get to where you're going to finally add the data and you navigate to it and you try to add it and it's not there. Well, yes, it is there, but when it's in zip file format, it is not in a format that ArcMap can readily use. So that means you're going to have to unzip it. Now for this example, this view is showing a Microsoft Windows based environment. So that's where we're going with this. Now not all computers are alike. There are older computers, newer computers, computers that have more software on it or unique software versus somebody else's. So this is just, say, it's just sort of a foundation of if you have a Windows operating system and you want to extract. This is, most of you will be able to do an unzip of a zip file in this manner. But let's talk a little bit more about that after I share what I'm about to share with you. The first way of doing this is to just double click on a file and click on Extract All Files. And when you do so, what it does is, let me move this over, it wants to send it back. It's going to unzip it. It's going to bring it back to its original state, and it's going to bring it back to its point of origin, wherever that may be. So we click Extract, and there it is. Okay, and now the file icon is showing open, and now the extension type is the original extension type of your GIS data. Pretty slick. Okay, let's do this again, and I'm going to navigate back to the original folder. And instead of double clicking, if you right click and you go to Extract All, well, look at that, you could do the exact same thing. Now when this zip file is unzipped, you're going to see that this GIS data, this feature data set, it has several different files here that make up that feature data set. And this is where I was going when I said if one file is missing, it has a bad hair day. Well, this is what would happen. Now, in a perfect world, you'd say, hey, that takes care of everybody out there when it comes to unzipping folders. However, though, for whatever reason, if you do not have the option to do what you just saw here in the view, don't give up hope. If you were to say right-click on one of the zip files, and from here, you might just see that there is some unique software that's been put on your computer that identifies that it is potentially there to unzip that file. And so as you go down here, you might say, hey, there's some software here that looks like it is there to, well, at least it is able to unzip this file. So there's that too. And of course, maybe there's some other software on your computer. But Now this is why I said I was going to save this to last. If all all hope is lost, okay, you say, oh my gosh, I can't find anything that'll unzip this file. No, all hope is not lost. There is freeware out there that will unzip zip files, and there are many organizations that use freeware to unzip zip files. But please, if you're going to go down that route, do your homework. Do not go on the internet and go to a site that says, hey, I got some free software to download a zip or to unzip a zip file, and you say sure, and you click, and the next thing you know, you've got a million little viruses running through your computer. There are a lot of disreputable sites out there that they're, in a way, they kind of want to trick you into letting you open up the gates, the security gates of your computer, because they know that you're trying to get some freeware. Don't worry. Just ask around, or look around, and when you find a good site from a company that hey, these people are legit, wonderful. But also, if you just wanted to buy some software that for handling zip files, they're not very expensive at this time. So something to consider.